story begins about 20 years ago when Twinsburg police officers one of his dreams was to see a future generation.
Jeff Slauson here from 19 News Now at the 19 News Digital Desk. Going to be taking you live right now to the new canine being announced and shown by Streetsboro Police. Let's take a listen.
Baggio was able to retire with his wife, Josh's wife at the time, Holly McTarian, and his daughter Thea. They wanted to prepare for that second generation of Baggio puppies, so they reached out to a facility that Holly will talk about. And 20 years later, just shy of the 15th anniversary of Officer McTarian's death, we are beyond excited to get one of Baggio's puppies. So we are officially introducing Canine Mika. So we have her here today, and it's a full circle for us to be able to look towards the past and look towards the future with her, to keep his memory alive and to keep Baggio's memory alive.
When you first were approached with the idea, was it an immediate, like, absolutely, or was it like, wait a minute, or can you talk about some of the emotions that went along with that, or some of the thinking that went along with that?
The emotion of it all is 100% absolutely yes, it is going to happen. We are going to make this work somehow. The realistic side of it is I have to look into the finance of it, the logistics of it, but I really wanted to move heaven and earth to make this happen. It is, as I said, a full circle moment. My husband is a Twinsburg officer. He worked with Josh. I have been friends with the family for, the last 15 years. So the idea of having part of that legacy and part of that history to come here is something I couldn't imagine saying no to.
It's personal. And then what kind of difference will Mika make here in Streetsboro at the department? What you gonna do?
She will be involved in all kinds of things. Obviously, we have her training upcoming, so she will start with Halo Canine training, and that's going to be a long process, probably upwards about a year before she's fully certified. But we look forward to the opportunity to have her out doing drug work, tracking, PR events. We can get her out in the public and see, get the public to see the dogs and enjoy them like I'm sure we will.
Any final thoughts on just the connection, the full circle sort of? I mean, you already said it, but I don't know if there's anything personal for you, just like...
It is really personal for me. It is one of those things that hit you right in the feels, especially so close to the 15th anniversary. We're 3 days away from it, and she is just a bright spot in something that's not a bright spot in law enforcement. It was pretty devastating for everybody in the law enforcement community in this area when it happened. It wasn't something anybody ever expected. We live, we're in the suburbs. Things like that don't happen here, and it was and continues to be a gut punch, and it changed the course of direction for everybody's lives that knew and was involved. So I just, like I said, it's a feel-good moment and something to look forward to and see her as she grows and progresses.
That shooting was so senseless. I mean, they're all senseless, but that one was just stupid senseless, just ridiculous. Yeah, I'm so sorry.
Thank you.
Is that good?
Good. All right. Thank you. Holly? We're going to disconnect.
Where's my kid?
Your kid, I think, is off with the dog. All right, I'm going to give you that.
You look like you know what you're doing here.
You want me to?
Oh, what are those pictures over there? Are those like her official pictures? Are those like official makeup pictures? Like her press photos?
Yeah.
Yeah? Ow. On the door.
Can you just stand there? You can just stand there and hold Mika. Just stand next to your mom. Or lean. Leaning makes me feel better.
Me too.
For the nerves.
Do we need to move it on anyways?
Do I need to move over?
I probably will get, let me get to go.
Watch your necklace because... Let me get the cough out. Okay.
Do you want to?
Yeah, you could.
Yeah. Good. Okay, Holly, first just saying, spell your first and last name for me on camera.
Holly McTarian, HOLLY MIKTARIAN.
And I don't know, did you want to use your daughter's name or?
That's fine. Her first name is Thea, Thea.
And so it's like crazy because we feel like we know you, though you don't know us. Like
Yeah.
we watch you grow up. And who is that? Right there? That
This is Mika, Mika.
So tell me about this whole journey, like from, hey, you know what? I mean, tell me about the whole journey. Like, start, yeah.
So, I mean, it's been a crazy journey. I'll never forget when my husband came to me and said that, you know, he couldn't bear the thought of never having some kind of Baggio legacy in his life. And the whole idea, when he said he was going to Animal Clinic Northview, so that he could always have an opportunity to have a Baggio in his life, I just thought he was crazy. So that was 17, 18 years ago, and for it to happen now, it gives me the chills. It's pretty amazing, and the fact that Mika here passed the canine testing and is going to be a canine officer is just amazing to us.
Wow, what kind of testing did she go through?
With Halo Training, they came in and they did some testing. They looked at all the puppies, and they're looking for confidence and stuff like that. So they did a little battery of tests in the backyard, and we decided that the purple collar was how we went by identifying them, was the winner, and so we gave her a name of Mika.
Is there a significance with that name or anything?
No, we kind of wanted some kind of tie somewhere with our name, so we just, between the two of us, we came in with it and decided that that was it.
McTarian. I get it. All right, sorry. Took me a minute. I'm not the fastest person, not the sharpest tool in the shed.
It's okay.
Okay, so when, now let's go back to when Nala got pregnant. Like when that first happened, tell me about that, and then how it's been like having these puppies.
So I couldn't imagine that it would happen as fast as it did. It took on the first try, and the clinic was just as excited as I was that she was pregnant. She was pregnant with 7 puppies, and it's a 63-day gestation period. So it seemed to go fast. Before I know it, we had puppies coming. So yeah, it was definitely a stressful 12 hours during her labor, but everything went pretty good. So.
And all seven happy?
We lost one the first night, which is kind of normal when, with a litter, but so the rest of them are all healthy and happy and ornery.
and then tell me, how's it, like, I know there were a lot of friends of the family who were hoping. Tell me about this.
So,
are they all claimed or?
Yeah, so one of Josh's friends through college, her name's Stacy Bridges, Dr. Stacy Bridges with Positive Hope. She made sure that the puppies were healthy and they were growing very well. So she donated her time for that, which we're very grateful for. And then David Sands is a friend. He did the photography. You can see some of the pictures. So he did the photography of the puppies and Mika.
And tell me, is there anything like, is it almost surreal, like having Baggio's puppies here? I mean, is there something? Tell me about that. I don't know if you.
It just gives me goosebumps. The whole story, like how far technology can help you accomplish your dreams. I mean, this is Josh's dream. Honestly, it really is, and I'm just glad that it came true. Thankful for the technology.
And I don't know if you want to say anything.
When I tell my friends the story, they're always like, "That's so crazy," and it's just funny to know that my dad's dog had puppies. Like 10 years later, 15,
Mm-hmm.
right? So it's just kind of crazy.
And then what are your hopes for her and her future? And what do you think? How do you, when she's following in her dad's footsteps, both her human dad and her her canine dad. I mean, what is that like? Like she's following in their footsteps, and what are your hopes and dreams for her? I guess I don't know.
Am I calling her?
Either one.
Oh,
yeah.
Did you want to? Go ahead. It's just like I'm at a loss for words. It's just amazing that we're here and that I'm getting to see one of Baggio's offspring get to be able to be a canine and go through the same thing that he did in protecting his community. So it's just really awesome.
Does she act like him at all, or does she take more after her mom? I don't know.
I don't know yet.
It's
I don't
too
know
early.
yet. I feel like
Our boys act very relaxed and laid back. I don't know about Mika though.
Yeah, we really haven't.
Was
seen
Baggio
her.
relaxed and laid back? Was
No.
He? No. Okay. No, not at all.
No, not at all.
Anything else you want to say, or any final thoughts? I know you covered everything. Anything else?
I just want to say thank you to Chief Tricia Wayne of the Streetsboro Police Department, and thanks to the Mayor, Glenn Broska, and the City Council. Just so grateful for having this opportunity.
On the other ones, do they have homes? Are the other ones?
They all have homes, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And do you feel? I'm imagining it's the same thing. Like during this time of year, I know there's a lot of like different annual charity events.
It's crazy how it all worked out for the 15-year anniversary. I mean, you can't plan this, obviously. It just worked out that way. So it kind of you're not as sad, if that makes sense. 15 years is kind of like a milestone, so this is really, really cool that it's happening now.
Kismet. Yep. Thank you. That's
Okay.
good. I don't know why it's making me cry for some reason. I'm like looking at the pictures of the dogs. It's like I'm getting choked up like an idiot. They're like, why are you crying? It's so stupid.
You guys are done.
Yep, yep.
Words. And then you guys can get
Okay, Mary, you're gonna need to put this up your shirt and put this in your pocket. He'll help you.
Okay, yeah, these are so stinking cute.
Here's this. I'll put it right here. Okay.
Where are you? Oh, there you are.
You can do it. You're the. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, when you guys were talking about.
I didn't want to talk about what they did because I didn't know if they were going to talk, so I didn't want to take that from them. Because you were talking about what tests
Yeah,
and stuff
like-
they do. Yeah.
Okay,
They're your
sorry.
evaluators.
I wish we could. Do you want to have him like anything did?
Hi, baby. You smell my puppies?
Oh, everybody loves a puppy. You smell my puppies? I bet you do. Okay. Sure. You want something like that, or like a or a flag?
No, I got you.
You guys want to know?
Pretty much is back on for her.
Oh, okay.
I don't think they're on you. I'm sorry. He's not on me. He's on puppy. I just happen to be holding the puppy at the time.
Okay. So wow. So when does she go to training? She starts like soon.
Okay, I didn't know. I've never had a puppy, so I didn't know.
Canine stuff will start relatively soon.
Wow.
Like I said, Pam is our lead trainer, and she'll be doing the special work with our
Tuck the cord
handler.
under your tie. Thank you, sir. Can I still hold this? Is it good? Is it out of the shot?
Yeah.
You can go closer.
Right here? Right here? Okay, let me know if it gets too high for up in the shot. Okay, Mayor, can you say and spell your first and last name for me and title on camera?
Glenn, G-L-E-N-N, Broska, B-R-O-S-K-A.
And who you are.
I am the mayor of the city of Streetsboro.
It goes into a computer now, so that's why we just, okay. So tell me about this day. How do you feel about this day?
It's kind of a hallmark day. I was on the Twinsburg Fire Department. I served with Josh when he was on the police department. And since that time, actually, I've become the mayor of Streetsboro, so we've always had that connection. And when Chief Wayne told me that there was a possibility we were going to get one of Baggio's offspring, it was kind of like, this is really cool. This is really, it is just an absolute honor for the city of Streetsboro to get a pup like this and to make him part of our department.
Well, I didn't realize that. I didn't realize that they serve together. Okay, as first responders. So then, what else would you want to say, just in terms of how important? Well, first of all, like how important are canines to the city? Canine officers serve an important role. Would you want to say anything about that?
The canine officers, I mean, it's just all the things that they can do, and a canine is a really good deterrent. When people see a canine, they have a tendency not to want to be as obnoxious as they could be, and this one is a female, and it's going to be a different. It's a whole different mindset, and she's going to be trained in all of the other things that the normal canines are, and it's going to be, it's pretty cool. I get a female police chief, and now I have a female canine, so we feel pretty proud about that. But the canine just adds so much. We've had them now. Oh my gosh, we're probably going on 15 or 20 years that we've had canines, and they've always been a real asset to the police department.
What was your reaction meeting her?
Pardon me?
What was your reaction meeting Mika?
She's adorable. I have a shepherd, and I know he's going to have fun with me when I get home, wondering where you've been. And she's a good looking pup.
And so you're saying you knew? Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Finish that. I'm sorry.
No,
I
it's
didn't
all right.
interrupt you. So did you know about Baggio then also?
Oh yeah, Baggio was a frequent visitor to the fire department, and when we go over to the police department, he was there, and he was a great dog. He served Josh well.
So even like for you too, I'm guessing this would be an emotional time of year too, because it feels like yesterday. It feels like yesterday that happened.
It does, and it'll be something that'll always be fresh in your mind. It just so happened the night that this occurred, my own nephew had to go to Metro General, and I get there and I see all these Twinsburg policemen and all these Twinsburg firemen, and I'm like, what the heck is going on? And then I heard, and it was like, you know, it's one of those like John F. Kennedy moments, you know, where you always know where you were and you always know when it happened.
Oh my gosh, that's heartbreaking.
Yeah.
It was unbelievable. Wow. I guess then, any final thoughts on it or anything else you want to say?
I can't thank Holly and Thea enough that they thought of us and that they gifted us. You know, there's gifts and there's gifts, and this is a gift. And yeah, I think the dog is she's going to be a great addition to our department.
Well, I didn't realize she was gifted. Oh, that was nice. She was gifted? That's cool. Wow, donation. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so then the city just has to do the training, cover the training.
With our trainer.
Okay.
And
Okay.
she'll be, you know, Holly's a very special person. And, you know, the things that she's been through and what she had done with what has happened is just one of those things that takes a special kind of person. And, you know, Thea was just a baby, and she's grown up with her whole life, and look at her now. She's a star softball player.
It's beautiful. It's unbelievable.
So, thank you guys. Thank you guys
Thank
for
you.
coming out. We really appreciate it.
Thank you. Thanks.
What's your channel?
Not that. No, that one though.
Just stay right where you are.
We want to get like a group shot. We'll get like a group shot.
All of them stay there?
Yeah, we'll do that.
Do we want to talk to the trainers at all? About the training at all?
Sure. I mean,
Maybe put a segment of it in? Or something if you can?
yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
She really is a star softball player, though.
Oh, shit.
I believe it. I believe it.
That's a different story.
It's your mom's fault. She's the one that put all the pictures. So we all know. She can be proud of you. Okay. We're all proud of you.
It has to be. That would be so weird, like having everybody know you, but you don't know them. That would be kind of weird.
Behind my pocket. Random talks to random people.
I
Do
bet.
you want her to hold a puppy?
Sure. Do you want to hold the puppy?
Pam's like, great.
Because pretty soon people can't touch her anymore, right? Pretty soon.
No, she's going to do a lot of PR, so we're going
Okay.
to do a lot of socialization with her.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So this won't be like.
It's not going to be one of those, you know, unapproachable dogs. She's going to be out in the public, and she's going to be, yeah, she is definitely going to be the star. At least try to be, anyways. So,
Okay. And what's your name?
my name is Pam Helmick,
And spell it.
Helmick.
And title.
I own Halo Canine Training Services, and I'm a retired canine handler after 20 years and canine trainer. So this is what I do for a living now.
And so, how did you select Mika from the other puppies?
Basically, here, we'll let her take a run. Basically, what we do is we go into the puppy area. We see which ones are the independent ones. You know, the ones that stand out, that don't want your attention, they're not seeking out your attention.
All right, we're going to wrap up our digital stream here on this. As you saw, a new K9 introduced from Streetsboro Police with a great message. All right, much more on this and many stories of the day tonight on 19 News. Our news continues until 6:30. For now, I'm Jeff Slauson with 19 News. Have a great day and great night. Much more to come, both on air and online.
19